It's wired because it's, you know, I do it for my guy. I have a guy.
I know you. Oh!
No. Welcome, Mauro.
Thank you very much, my friend.
To Parody of Reality.
Uh-huh.
And we welcome you to our community, which is like 50 people.
Still a thing, you know.
It is.
It's better than zero.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
How was your weekend? Were you busy? Did you do anything interesting?
No. Total relax.
Yeah.
Well, as much relaxing could be with when you have a 7 years old son. So
it's exciting, this one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for those who don't know, you are Italian.
I am.
So it's a bit passion in the things that you do, like kids and everything.
Just a tad.
So having a son will be fun.
Yes.
I assume. Yeah.
Yes.
Is this what you are doing all the weekends now?
Well, you know, when someone asks me, "Hey, what are you gonna do during the weekend?" First thing I say is, "Well, I have to find a way to entertain my little boy."
That's true, actually. You have to find
creativity.
Something. Otherwise, you will pay it in the house.
Or you will pay the hard way. If you don't, you know, because yes, in the house. Well, thanks God. Well, it's not because it's my son, but yeah, it's because it's my son.
Of course.
He's a good boy.
Isn't he the best?
He can say it could be better.
It could be better.
Like Kratos in God of War says.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's like, when we go to boring places, like when you have to stay still or sitting down, you know, like a normal young boy would like, you know, shaking. He's just fine. Yeah, I mean, it could be like something, you know, like pinching you and says, "Hey, can we do that? Can we do that?" And that's it.
Yeah.
Doesn't go. We're always amazed how patient is this guy.
Is it?
Yeah, he must have taken by me.
Possibly.
But
you're not kind guy. What do you say? Yeah.
I am.
I mean,
it's just a facade.
Okay. It's just this side of me which is dark and this side for me which is bright.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is this like an Italian thing? Being like try to be calm, but you have so much passion.
Well, Italians don't try to be calm.
They try to be fancy, actually.
You can tell by the way they drive.
Well, of course you live in UK now, but you've been in Italy as well. Does that make sense what I say?
Yeah.
What's the difference like in driving? Like here, is it better, you think, or is it?
I can throw a practical example that can explain like in 2 words, but then I can obviously go deeper.
Okay.
So, since I've been living here since 2010, so it's now 12 years.
You have
it's quite a lot of time. Yeah. So I was used to drive in Italy the way the Italian drives, but without breaking the laws. Before anyone.
Of course.
No, you're right. If you think what you're thinking, you're right. But I'm not one of those. So the difference is like when I was in Italy, I had to have like 8 eyes.
8 eyes.
4 years.
All around me. Like
all around. Like, me. I had to be like super, super careful, super. Not in driving, but paying attention, like super, like
it might come from any way.
Oh my God, yes, and not just cars. Like
not just cars.
No, bicycles, scooters, pedestrians, you name it. They're all crazy. So, and there is this way of like they're super angry. Why are you doing? Why you don't accelerate like the second the traffic light turns green? Like what?
Immediately when it starts green.
Like you don't even like
move forward. You idiot.
Even when you are about to release the clutch.
Yeah.
The guy behind you like, what are you doing? I'm just starting, you know. So I was used to that, and then I came here, and they were like lawful, and they flash the lights not because they're angry, but because they let you pass. They are so gentle and
different
like,
meaning. Then.
Yeah, I was shocked First time
different meaning. Like I turn my traffic light to show you that I want to turn instead of.
Absolutely. In Italy, flashing light means fuck off, man.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. They're super angry.
I will never say fuck off to Italy. Then
No, you don't.
nobody.
You have to just flash the light, and that's the meaning.
I
Or
have
honk.
I have to remember this because
Yeah.
I'm planning to go there. I don't want people coming back to me and say "fa culo" to my
Yes.
face. I don't want
Which
that.
is not like that. Is like, wow, fuck, cool. Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, exactly.
It makes it
You're
in Greece
looking
we
at-
do this
you're,
as
you're
well.
pointing the way. Fanculo is
Yeah.
over there or over there, wherever you're pointing.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, when I came here, I got used to driving here.
Yeah.
So anytime I come back to Italy for vacation for a couple of weeks, I'm scared. of
Scared.
Yeah, literally,
Really?
I drive like not careful like before, but overkill. Careful.
Overkill. Yeah.
Like yeah,
This place tends to piss you out,
yeah,
and then
I'm
you have to
genuinely
back out.
scared. Yeah. So that's how it is. But the difference is they are more. How can I say sport
Sport.
driven driving drivers.
Okay.
Like they think they're racing all the time. Italians.
That's fun.
Oh yeah, it could be fun. Yeah, on the motorway you can see everything. Like
Really? Like,
yeah.
is it
I don't know
happening?
many. I don't know many places where the police cars on the
Yeah.
motorway they have Lamborghinis or Subarus.
Yeah, they do.
Or Subarus, like modified Subarus.
It's modified
Yes,
as well.
yes, because they have to chase these
Okay.
these drivers, these crazy drivers that they
Yeah.
accelerate
Wow.
if you cannot catch them. So they have Lamborghinis, Subarus, modified ones, obviously.
Have you ever been stopped by one of those?
No,
No,
thank
you
God.
never
No.
go
I
that
never
fast.
been that pirate.
You are so basically you are in big trouble if one of those cars
Oh yeah.
start chasing
Oh yeah,
you.
they catch you. Absolutely.
Probably they do care. Well, they do care. The problem is very big, which they have
It is.
to take action, because I don't remember
Yeah.
chasing. Like in America, it's like a hobby. Police
Yeah.
chasing car, like everybody's got excited
Yeah.
in the TVs. Here, it's not happening.
But then again, in America, like for instance, my brother's been working in America for many years. I mean, he's in Italy, so he
Yeah.
wasn't fixed there. But he told me the same thing I was noticing in the UK. Although in America, like for example, their motorways, they are like 600 lanes. No, they are super big. And even with all those lanes, even motorbikes, they were lining up at the traffic light.
Really?
Yes, behind the car. My brother was like freaking out. Was like, "You have a motorbike? Why are you behind the car?" You know.
Just snake around.
Yeah,
like,
but it becomes a sense of it's a civil thing to do for them. And here,
as a Greek person, I cannot understand that.
as an Italian, I couldn't understand as
Yeah.
well.
Like,
I
I remember myself being in my car and people passing in the, when you stop in the traffic light, and all the bikes start to zoom,
Oh, yeah.
zoom, zoom, and they
See?
pass by. They not only pass you by, and you are like full angry because you're stuck in traffic and they are
Yes.
passing. They are being like, "Fuck you!"
they're even mocking you. Of course,
Fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh my God! Stay
Yeah.
in the traffic light, you
Yeah,
idiot!
same
Look at
same
me.
in it. Same. See, we
very
share
anno-
something. Cool.
Very annoying. I think we have a lot of in common. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. In the football pitch, we are very angry.
Yes. Oh yeah. So much passion.
Yeah,
going on in the-
passion. That's
call it passion, yeah.
It is passion.
Yeah. Although
It is
here they're
passion.
not.
They used
They
to
are
be.
very angry as well.
They used to be one of the worst here, but I
Yeah.
think they took a lot of parameters for this to not
Yeah.
happen.
Liverpool hooligans.
Yeah, like
Who doesn't remember those beasts?
Yeah. But probably this here, it's like, I don't know, they're civilized, so maybe they got an
Yeah.
understanding.
Yeah.
Us there, we're like, no,
No.
it's a thing.
Oh my god! I'm not a big. I'm not at all a football. I'm not at all into football
Yeah.
in general. So I remember back then when I was serving my military service, and I was in Milan.
Yeah.
So that was the only one time I ever been in a stadium for
Okay.
a football match.
Because of they force you to go there. Or you're like,
they didn't
"Let's
force
go."
me. They said, when you're doing military, you only have the evening to get out and hang out with friends.
Yeah, for a
etc.
couple hours. And
Yeah, it's the free, free hanging out basically.
Go
So they all
out,
said, "Hey, why don't we go to this?" Yeah, exactly. And then they said, all my friends were like all into football apart me. And for me, I didn't want to be anti-social, so I was like, let's go. Why not? Oh God, I was so
to be part of the group.
Yeah. So we went there, and it's the biggest stadium in Milan. If not the only one, guess probably. Anyways, we went there.
Well, probably they have more, but this is the San Siro.
Yeah, it's San Siro. At the San Siro, it was like walking into a high security jail, with the guards.
Really?
Yeah, machine guns, etc. I was like,
where are we
going?
I just went out from the army to go into the army.
It was a derby, so between Milan and Inter.
Good game.
You shouldn't go.
Good game.
Yeah, but some of the supporters, I don't know how they managed to introduce an entire Vespa scooter.
Really?
Yeah, and they launched the Vespa. I literally. That's what I still today asking myself. Well, how did? But okay, first off, let's say you managed to get the Vespa into the stadium. Yeah. How did you launch it? That's a heavy thing.
It is.
Maybe more. I don't know, because I didn't pay attention. I only saw that.
Just saw it flying.
I also saw the scooters flying over my head. I was like,
really?
Thank God it didn't hit me. Yeah.
I think I haven't been to San Siro, so I don't know how it is. But in Thessaloniki we have PAOK, which is my team, and I noticed it's not a big stadium. Yeah, it's like 30,000 capacity.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have this all like closed for not getting rain. We are not into this.
No.
We embrace rain. Yeah,
of course, like real men.
But because of this, like on the sides around, because it's like a stadium, it's not like with corners.
Yeah, okay.
It has like
an oval.
Yes, because they run around as well at some point.
It's like the Olympic Stadium in Rome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you see on the sides, when I was coming in, I was seeing like ropes, because you can't pass. They check you, they check everyone. Like check you if you have anything that shouldn't have. Yeah. So I saw some guys was on the side having ropes throwing down. So they were tying them up like in the bags, and they were like old style, forcing them up. When the game starts, they start like fire. Those are they have the fires, like papers, everything.
Okay,
right?
Of course.
So I don't know if a Vespa would be possible to to pull it up.
Actually, you're right. Maybe four ropes and four persons. You can probably.
That could.
Man, that's heavy.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like, was it from like the old ones, the big ones?
No, it was one of the lighter ones.
The new ones.
Yeah, the new ones. So thanks God.
So someone was so passionate that he bought a Vespa.
Passionate, yes. No, I think they got the Vespa from a scrapyard, probably from a
scrapyard. Yeah. Okay.
I guess
they saved some money. They saved some money on this.
I don't know, or they robbed it, because. Again, San Siro is not really the best area of Milan.
Okay.
It's quite. I wouldn't say you will be safe walking around in the night with your wallet, without friends, like alone. Yeah, I wouldn't. Especially that was the same kind of very close to the area where my military barracks were.
Okay.
It's an area called Baggio, like the football player.
Yeah.
And when you mention that area, it's like mention the worst, like the Bronx.
Really?
Yes. So, yeah.
That's very. You would have thought that because there is a military base there, might be different.
I know. Yeah, and I didn't at the beginning. I didn't know. When I started my military year, I was like, okay, there's the free hanging out permit. Where should we go? And I was like, what? Are you going alone? Why not?
Why not?
And I said, you don't know this area, do you? And it's like, no, Milan. I'm from Rome, man. I just, in Rome, there are plenty of dangers.
Is it?
Especially where I used to live in Ostia, which is by the beach.
By the beach is dangerous? How come?
It's not by the beach is dangerous. It's one area near the, what do you call it? When you park your boats.
Marina.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a pier there.
Okay.
Where they park the boats, etc. Now, before there is it was called another way. It was called New Ostia. And trust me, nobody would go there without like a bulletproof jacket.
Bulletproof jacket.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There was a way of saying where I used to live. No, where I lived, it was the good one. So it was the good area of Ostia, which is the majority of it. But that one's particular
spot,
zone.
Like,
by the way, I had friends there, so
really
I had to go there sometimes.
But I notice myself, because I was living in some dangerous places as well. Like here, it's not that dangerous, thank God. But when I used to live in Coventry, I was living in the worst neighborhood, and I know this because the people I was watching around, and because a lot of people got robbed there.
Yeah.
And I was walking there by myself alone. So I came to this conclusion, like, if they know you, that you live there,
they
don't touch you.
They don't touch you. Yeah, no.
Because I was walking by day when it's safer, of course, daylight is safer.
Of course,
and I was passing, I was like, hey man, how are you? Yeah, but like I was walking by, they were seeing me around. So they knew, because I was going to the shop, I was going by, I was like, hey man, what's up?
That's very true.
And basically, that's a thing that someone told me. Like, try to not be friends, but that they know your existence in the area.
Yes. So you're fine.
Yeah. So they knew me. Yeah. So they knew me. So when someone like was coming from that neighborhood that it wasn't, so it was coming to do something. If you always are with someone, you don't end up with just by yourself there. You go there, and. I think I always noticed like faces that I knew, so and possibly they know your face. They don't know who you are, basically, but they know your face, so they're like, no, this guy will see him again, so it's not worth,
Yeah.
So
no, leave it alone.
Yeah,
he lives here.
And myself, I'm like get used to that. Yeah. I do it like without thinking of it. I'm just passing by. I'm like, hey, what's up? But I've shared like, and I didn't notice that was a bad neighborhood. At the time.
It was just neighborhood.
Yeah. For me, it was just the neighborhood I was living in. And then my friends was like, no, I got robbed yesterday. And they were like, where? And he says like literally like two roads after my house. And I'm like, really? How? It's the safest. He was like, no, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
For you.
Yeah, and once I saw there were some garages over there. Yeah, and in those garages I saw once it was a Lamborghini.
Disassembling cars, aren't
they? And the Bentley one other day. I did this, I checked, and then I continue straight.
Of course.
Mind your business, guys.
You never know.
You know? And and then whenever I say that neighborhood to anybody, they still confirm that, like, it's one of the worst neighborhoods.
And they respect you more because you've been living there. Brave man.
Funny thing is, it was Saturday night. I was out. I had some drink with some friends. I had a great night, and I'm like, I will go home. I will walk. For me, I had a rubbish phone at the time, so it didn't cost more than like £60. And I was like, if they rob me, they weren't gonna take anything anyway. So a lot of times I was walking home because don't drink and drive, guys. Never. Yeah. Keep safety.
Always one unlucky one. Doesn't have to drink.
Yeah.
Or pump of water.
Or take a taxi.
But
which they will take your money like big time.
Yeah. If you manage to type the number, you're not super drunk.
That makes sense. You end up like in a bench, like, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
So I decided to walk home. I'm walking, and I walk. I'm like start seeing crowd people around. So something happens. Normally those roads are not like this. No, we don't have the roads full of people. When in a dangerous area, when there are a lot of people, something happened.
Something bad happened.
Something happened for sure. I walk by. I turn into the main street from my house. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm here. Let's see. And I see like two police cars closing the road. Yeah, I saw a fire truck in distance, and I'm like, okay, I will walk home because my home is in this road. And I go to pass, and the policeman comes, like, stops me. Excuse me, sir, you can't go there. And I'm like, why? Choose another road and don't ask questions, please. Go on. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? He was like, you can't pass from here. I'm sorry. You have to choose another way. And you don't ask questions. Yeah, he was like, basically, he was saying to me, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, I understand that. Yeah, like I was dizzy. I was like, excuse me, sir. What's happening now? And I'm like, okay. I said to him, but you see that door over there? He was like, yes, that's my house. How can I go there, like two doors there, if I'm not passed from here? Because I don't know if I don't know if we have a back door. We do not.
Yeah.
I do know that. So how am I supposed to go there and sleep? She goes like, okay, go. I'm watching you. Like what? Yeah, like what the fuck? Like I'm watching you. Like what did I do? And I'm like, and I turn because I'm ignorant and drunk, idiot. And I'm turning back and I'm like, so what happened here?
Again.
She go, please, sir, go to sleep. Go to sleep, please, sir.
Or
I'm like,
trust me, you don't want to know.
Yeah. I'm like, fair enough. And I go slept. Wake up next morning.
They were still there.
No, they weren't. I checked outside. They weren't there. And I'm like, let's check what happened. Yeah. So I'm going on internet. I'm like Coventry News. And there is an article who says like big fire started to a house, like in the street I was living. Yeah. A massive exposure to a weed growing house.
Okay.
So basically what happened, they were growing weed in the house. And I don't know what happened with the heat or whatever. And they light up all the house.
They were all high.
Yeah, they burned the house and the weed.
Of course.
So there is the fire truck to take the fire out, and there were the police to investigate how this house didn't got their attention earlier. Yeah, because it was smelling. This neighborhood was smelling bad anyway.
Yeah.
We knew. Well, you were noticed. If you are familiar though, you tend to forget. Like, of course, it's the smell of the area, kinda.
Of course, yeah.
But everybody else should know. Like,
you should know something different here.
Yeah, police never pass by that road again, I assume. And they were like, they tried to find there will be an investigation, like a big article. And I'm like, oh, that's me here. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to try to find a new place.
A new place,
That was the time I decided, like, as much as I enjoy here, the convenient, because it was close to the city center, it might worth to take a taxi once in a while. It's not bad.
No, yeah. Absolutely. I think you did the right move, actually.
Yeah, I did. And now I ask, before I go to a new place, I'm asking around, like, what's the neighborhood to get
what's the history here? What's the
lore?
lore?
What's the history? Like, you don't want to find yourself in these situations. But you said, like, in Italy, it's the same. Like, they always been rough areas.
Depending on which, if you are in the north of Italy, in the center or south.
What's the difference? Because here they rob you for money, or they want to sell you some drugs, and
I mean that's
it's kind of gang.
They tried. I've experienced all sorts of. So when I was a lot younger,
of course.
So they tried. Ignorant. I was still in school.
Okay.
So we went
very long time ago.
Yeah, very long time, like maybe before Christ. No.
I was there.
I was there. Yes, when that happened, when the man failed, I was there. So I mean, people tried to rob me. I was never alone, thankfully.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here telling the story.
Makes sense.
They tried to, they put me knives. They trying to do all sorts of. I mean, I've experienced my fair share of
violence,
criminal life.
Yeah.
Not because I was the criminal, but
we do not know.
You never know. Okay.
But you look like you are not a criminal material.
Well, not with this beard, maybe.
Yeah.
I could be. So the difference is, like, the southern you go in Italy, the more in your face those things happens.
Like they
don't hide it.
They don't hide it.
No.
Okay.
For example, Sicily, which is the southest you could possibly go. People who ride motorbikes, they don't wear helmets, of course.
Only here they wear helmets. In Greece,
well, in Rome they do.
Not. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Milan they do. In Naples they don't. In Sicily, they don't just not wear the helmets. What they do, they also do the wheelies.
Yeah.
In front of the police.
To show who's the boss.
Wait. That doesn't end there. To show who's the boss, and passing by the traffic light when it's red.
Okay.
And then they come back and do the same thing in front of the police all the time, and the police just doesn't say anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is like a gang
because they fear
something? Or
well, if you think that Sicily, no, I don't want to be the guy who talks, with stereotypes.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Okay.
Sicily is the land of mafia.
Is
so
it?
you have families.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There, that you cannot just not touch, or
I see.
So, and gangs, of course, and criminals or whatever.
Yeah. I think here these things are more like undercover. They don't do it very publicly.
Yeah, but also when people tell me, "Oh, I see, there's criminality here," I was like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Is it?
Like in Naples, there is. I got parents in Naples. There is a road.
Yeah.
Where sometimes in the evening, criminals they close this road.
Okay. To start.
It's not
fighting.
the police. The criminals close the road. It's one of the main road, so it's very big and with shops and stuff. They just close it to the traffic because they want to make horse races on there.
Horse races.
Yes.
In the streets.
Yes, and the police can't say nothing.
Wow, that's actually a very interesting event to watch.
Yeah, it is. But again, you don't want to be there.
Horse. I mean, I never knew that fact.
Me neither until my cousins told
invited
me
you.
Oh yeah.
Come,
no, they didn't invite me. They
Mauro
told me what happens.
Like.
It's because obviously they live in a quite dangerous area, but because as you said, they all know each other, so they just left.
Yeah, you can be part. If you be a part,
you can be part of
I think if you are part, it's hard to go out.
Without
but if
being
you are
one
not,
of them, you can be part.
Yeah, but if you are not a part of the gang and you are part of the society, that gives you the protection.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's how my village works anyway. Like there are a lot of people that they hate each other in the village because like that's how human.
Especially when the smallest.
Yeah,
villages.
like if you have like some different things that everybody thinks or believe or different beliefs, you tend to be argumentative and aggressive with the other person.
Of course, or defensive, yeah.
Yeah, but if we are hating each other, let's say in the village, we allow that. But if someone outsider comes to our village
you're all together
to hate someone that I might hate,
no.
You
defend the other.
I have to. It's like you will not kill the guy I want to kill. We will kill you, and then we will kill each other.
I'm the only one allowed to
hate
him.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah. Like,
how dare you hate him? I hate him.
But it's not only in my village. I think all the small societies, small villages, small towns are like this.
I think
because
so.
You tend to fight in between the villages, but you know that every time I'm showing someone, I'm like, oh, this fucking idiot, I can't stand him. But when someone outside tries
foreigner,
but that's the Greek history as well.
It works like that in Italy as well.
Yeah, I remember like with Xerxes, when they try to attack and we have like the 300 of Leonidas, this famous story. That the Greece then, it wasn't like a full country. They were like city countries. Course, but when the other guy came and he was like, I will fuck you all, you were like,
he
no.
was so screwed.
We are all together, fuck you, and then we will continue fucking with each other. So it goes back way back.
I know,
thousands and thousands of years.
Absolutely.
And Italy has, we are neighbors, so it's very similar.
Oh, yeah.
So I can understand a lot of things that you say. Yeah.
Well, in the past, Romans and Greeks.
Yeah, we were like
we have influences.
Negotiators and working. That's true, actually, for a long year.
We share quite a bit of history.
Makes sense.
Heck, we didn't have temples made on on a Greek style.
Yeah.
Even in Sicily, there is there is a place which is called Valle dei Tempi.
Yeah.
Where there is this this huge Greek temple over there. It's basically Greek.
Yeah. it's very specific, the Greek architecture.
Oh yeah, because
it's very hard to not recognize.
No, but also at school in Italy we study Greek history as well. We study from the artistic point of view and also historical point of view, and also literature.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we have classic, what we call classic school.
Yeah.
In scientific and classic school, the scientific doesn't do the Greek part, but the classic does very well.
You learn like cultures and
even
stuff
ancient
like
Greek language.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's very hard, I tell you.
It
Like
is,
even Greek people, for me it was very hard as well. You need to study to be able to do it. Like if it does, because they say ancient Greek, but it's not ancient. Some words are.
It's like in Italy, someone tells you, "Hey, can you speak Latin?" No, I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? But you're Italian. It doesn't matter. You have to study it.
In Greek, for example, we do well. If you choose the literature, you try to be like in this field like a teacher. They do Latin. They study
ancient
Greek. They study some English. And then you choose like Italian, German, or
probably French.
You have a choice. It depends. It depends how many people will apply, but they learn this type of things. If you go to science, we just do the recent stuff.
For me, in science, it was just because I went for the scientific school in Italy. The only ancient language was Latin. Just Latin.
Yeah, which is basically.
I say just. It's not easy, but
it's not. Yeah, but you can see some course of that.
Yeah.
So, what was that makes you decide to come to UK? Because like as an Italian, it's very interesting.
I know.
Thing to like. Most of the people say, "Why did you come here?" Like they have the sun and
you got the
have all
sun,
this
the food.
And
the beach, and the weather,
What was that make you come here?
Yeah.
You stayed for like 12 years now, which is not a small amount of time.
It's not a small amount of time. It was like necessity, like work.
Okay.
Because in Italy, it just became unbearable from the work point of view. Because, let's start from the fact that my job in Italy is not even considered a job.
Is it?
Like they think that you're like just playing with a computer.
Yeah.
Or drawing is like you're just having fun doing cartoons.
A graphic designer, it goes to that profession.
Yeah. When I started doing traditional illustrations. So by hand,
illustration,
and then I went for the digital means, so Photoshop and Illustrator and stuff. Working for a pre-press facility where I was doing photo retouches, and graphic design, etc. And then I went for my real love was like animation, and 3D.
So from photoshopping pictures on Instagram, you decided to
Instagram wasn't even a thing. Actually, internet wasn't even a thing.
Now could make like good money because of that, because all of the pictures uploading are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess so. But eventually it came a time where I was working for a company and they were making a film.
Yes.
Not live action. Was a CG film like Shrek or just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
Like this kind of film, so feature film animation. And like all the Italian things that cost a lot of money, they end up every time they end up the same way. So they started not to pay you. We'll pay you next week. So I amounted like 3 or 4 months not getting paid.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, we were both working in the same company, and literally in the same room. By the way. And she was
were you a couple at the time? Or
we were a couple at the time, and we actually got married during the production of the film.
Because you were getting so much money.
With
yeah?
so much money.
I
Well,
understand.
we were paying really well.
Yeah, but you said that they didn't pay
After a year, they started doing
things
dodgy
like
stuff.
this. Yeah. Is it because like, well, I think because I have similar thing that happened to Greece.
Yeah.
Here they say they respect very much the people that they work. Yeah. In Greece at least, they try to like blackmail you without blackmailing you, because a lot of people looking for jobs, good jobs. So the employer says, look, I can have you this, but if you don't want, I might take the other person.
I know, yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Who, you know.
Yeah. And the thing is, like for example, in Italy, there is not a quality culture, but there is the culture in Italy is, if you cannot do it, I can hire the cheapest one.
Yeah.
He will get the job done. I don't care the quality.
Finished.
He will get it done. Bye. That's how it works.
Yeah. So if you want to like,
I got my nephew. He's playing around with 3ds Max. You know, I can even have it for free.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So here, this doesn't exist. Like here in the UK, my job is an actual job.
Yeah.
And it's well paid. So if you know your shit.
Yeah, if you are good, that's a good thing. Like if you work,
yes.
if you want to work, and this will pay off. I mean,
so that's the thing. Like for example, the majority of the job offers in UK, there are few words constantly there.
Yeah,
hardworking, team player, and willing to produce quality. So
that's it.
That's all it matters.
It's important. Yeah.
And nobody gives a heck about how old are you. Whereas in Italy, I know at that cost I would hire a younger people is younger than me.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not gonna be the next fashion model. I need to do animation.
Looks is not a part of that job.
In Italy,
it's
it
not
is.
required.
Oh God! I got such a good story for you.
Really?
So I was working. Yes. I was in Rome working at my first well-paid job. Well, paid.
Yeah.
And so I was working for this pre-press facility, one of the most famous pre-press facility in Rome. It still exists, by the way. And I was working. So through this agency, I was working for mostly the most important advertising agency in the world.
Okay.
So I produced for Mac and Ericsson. I produced for Armando Testa, Younger Rubica, you name it. Saatchi & Saatchi.
Like you had like
Johnson & Johnson, whatever, you name it. We were working for all of them.
Yeah.
And I was doing like
a status company then established.
I was doing high level stuff. And one of these agencies was in Turin, and
best city in Italy.
Well, yeah. Best chocolate. And the owner of this and this is why I'm telling you now this thing about the good looking and stuff. And the owner of that agency, when he had customers visiting the agency, because that something happens, so the customer comes to your company. No. He used to send off all his employees, all of them, on holiday, paid holiday, and hire models,
extra holiday.
Hire models, like good-looking people, to replace them just for that occasion.
What if you were a good-looking person and you were
stay
working?
there.
You stay.
Yeah.
You were fucked. Like because I'm looking good, I have to work.
I know.
Oh man.
I know.
Wow.
So that's the thing. Here, for example, in the UK, age is not a factor at all. And I was surprised at first, like, because maybe I'm too used to the bad way in Italy do things, but this is the normal stuff. In fact, as a proof of that, I got to know, because I got friends living in Germany, for example, and in other parts outside Italy. It is the same. So they don't care about how old are you, as long as you get the job done.
Yeah.
And you bring the money in.
That's it.
That's all you need.
I think,
which is called work, by the way.
I mean,
you know,
what it came to my attention is that because here they fight a lot from human rights. In England,
yes.
There have been like loads and loads of.
They care about minorities. Absolutely.
Of course, I'm not sure like if everybody embraced that, like all the people that live here
I'm sure
embrace
not everybody.
it. Yeah, but even though they do not embrace it, they respect that.
Yeah.
It's a big makes a big difference because in Greece it's bit similar. Like we don't have a lot of people that are coming to us apart from lately, which they stuck. They didn't want to come. They stuck.
Absolutely.
So we are a big. We need to move forward a bit on this because to catch up a bit with the society because it doesn't matter if you like it or not. You have to respect the fact that the other people want the same thing as you. It doesn't matter if they are like something like it's different about them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they want to do the same thing. Like doesn't matter if they are older or they are younger or they are this or that.
They don't care.
Which is
really,
a good
really
thing. Like I've seen some people having faces, and which like shows that they are not they're not okay with this. Like why do we hire this guy? Instead of I guess me or someone that it's more handsome as you say.
Yeah.
But
it's not the way it works.
Yeah, they won't say anything though because it will be like that's what happened now. So let's get on. Yeah, we have things to do and move forward.
And another thing. By the way, speaking of the differences and why, when I came here and I got stuck here, not stuck because I want to be.
Yeah.
And another reason is like, there is no way on earth in any job here that you can just get away by pretending that you know how to do something.
Okay, yeah.
And you don't, in fact.
Yeah.
You
like go to chatting out of it can
you're
happen.
So fucked if you do that. And because there is word of mouth going around, when you fail because of it's your fault or you lied something, you better change your job like completely and go do something else because nobody's gonna hire you anymore.
I see.
So there is.
Like
Well, between companies, they say, "Oh no, look, that guy is fake. He doesn't know how to do that because we tried. We experienced the hard way."
Yeah.
So in Italy, it doesn't work like that. In Italy, you're friend of the friend of the friend of the president of that, so you can go and have a job. You can have the job.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But you're super skilled, like way more than him. You're not gonna pass because you don't know the important persons.
No, that happens in Greece as well. I know many of. I feel like if you know because it's good to live in Greece if you know the correct people, and I assume could be similar to Italy as you said.
Yeah,
you can have a good life, but if you are of this part that you don't know a lot of people and you're not willing like
you're not gonna get anywhere
to lick anybody's to push your to put your way in. You find it difficult normally because there are too many people wanting the same thing.
Absolutely.
You will screw a lot. I remember I was going in interviews and I was like with 15 people 20 people for the jobs, and I was like I was feeling I was doing well, but they didn't call me for the job. And then I knew one guy who said to me, "You are at the top of the list. Like next time we will hire someone, it will be you." And they never called me. And I was like, "What the fuck? Like if I cannot get a job in between like 15 people, which is a lot, a big like to have like 15 candidates for a job." It means that you compare with a lot of different skills.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. But I mean, I'm not saying that here is perfect.
No, it's not. But
nowhere near perfect. They have the fair share of problems.
Yeah,
and they also have kind of this stuff as well sometimes.
But it's not that
severe. It's not that severe.
Yeah, it's
because the guy who entered and managed to get the job because if he knew the guy on the top levels.
Yeah.
If he doesn't know how to do his job, he gets fired no matter what. You can be the son of the owner, you're gonna lose your job.
Yeah, or you have to learn fast, or you will. Yeah,
either you learn
somewhere else.
Exactly. If you're lucky that someone is going to follow you and teach you.
Yeah. But if for me, I'm fine. I don't have like a lot of time people push you in the shit, and if you manage to go out and do your job, that's fine. It's even though it's more respectable. Like
absolutely,
because everybody has been in a position to get screwed or get.
I think everyone who starts a new job, obviously, fresh of knowledge, but not which is not experience.
Yes.
Experience as knowledge are two completely different things. They all start not knowing what they're doing. All of them.
You need the time.
So
to
you get the chance.
You need someone to prepare you as well.
Yeah.
Maybe because
yeah.
If you go deep water.
Or you just go through a shitty experience, and then the next time you will be more prepared. That's it.
Yeah, it makes sense. But here still this exists, but it's not the same. I agree. It's, you can find your way.
Exactly.
You can find your way.
I just wanted to point out that this, I maybe people could be under the impression I'm painting the UK like the perfect world. It's not.
No,
they have huge problems.
Only Bahamas,
but
the best
they are well counterbalanced by the positives.
Yeah.
Like in Italy, it's not.
Either you have all the positive or all the negatives. You can't.
Or sometimes you are overwhelmed with the negatives.
Yeah.
Taxing system, for example. Taxing system in Italy, if you dare to earn too much money,
if you dare,
they easily make you pay like 67% in taxes.
Wow,
that's not small amount.
That's big amount, big time.
A big amount. Yeah. So basically, you end up earning less than you would have earned like if you were here in the UK.
Yeah. But I assume some people have good lawyers, and
that's God. Oh, buying a house here in the UK, it's a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Compared to Italy. So there are some professional figures that here in the UK don't even exist. Like there is a figure in Italy which is called notaio, or maybe notary. I don't know. I don't even know how to call it because it doesn't exist. It's a person whose only job is to testify with you and the buyer, or if you are the buyer, that you are actually buying something, and he only has to put a sign, a signature.
Yeah.
That signature is like £14,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean? On top of what you're already paying of the house. That's Italy. Here, it's just not.
Yeah.
I just paid the solicitors. And also, I didn't even have to meet face by face anybody to buy my flat, for example. I just went online with the solicitors, and I've been automatically subscribed to a forum.
Yes.
My own forum, their own, with me, just me, my wife, and them, and they were just notifying me every time they stepped ahead. Like, okay, that's done. Check. Okay, the house is yours in a month. That's it. And I don't even know their faces.
Yeah, yeah. I might see them every day in the state that I don't know.
Or like buying a car. Yeah. You don't have to pay a fee because you are, like, for example, if you want to sell your own car, so secondhand to someone else's, in Italy you have to pay what is called the
transparent
passage tax. Yeah, which means you're passing your car to another guy, which you're not passing, you're selling it.
Yeah.
So you have to pay the tax because you're passing that thing. Here it doesn't exist. You just sell it.
Don't give ideas to British people that are watching this.
Don't do it.
What's this that you are missing from
Italy?
Yeah, like an Italian person being here, what might miss?
The social part of Italy.
The social, like walk us through a bit on this.
It's not because here they're not social.
Yeah, no.
It's different.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so in Italy you're hanging around with friends more often, even outside work. So if you make friendship, for example, at work, those friends stays even outside the work environment. So you can have a pizza somewhere, or go to the beach or something like that. But it's very frequent. It's not just let's go to the pub and then the barbecue. That's it. Social life ended.
Go.
It's
home.
It's not like that. Like it's here. And I mean, they have a very. They have social life, obviously, here, but it's just different. I don't know how to say. It's more passionate.
Yeah, basically, if I can explain, if I give it a go, it's the fact that you learn a different way of socializing with people. Because here, I know people, British people, that it's very open, helpful.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
They are like, they have a different style of living.
Heck, I even like the humor of English.
Humor.
I love the English humor.
I love it too, man.
I just love it. And trust me, I come from a country, Italy, where humor is a thing.
It is.
It's definitely a thing.
You have to be like, I think here they're not being as loud.
No, but they're subtle, and that's why it makes me laugh more.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I even laugh a lot, like watching stand-up comedy of English people. Oh my God, they make me laugh so hard.
Some good ones.
They're so good. You know.
But maybe it's the gatherings that it's more.
The gathering,
that it's not here that much.
True.
Like, because I remember, like, for me, it's very normal to go to my mate's house without telling him.
Yeah.
Just showing up.
Yeah. Just ringing the buzz.
Yeah. And he will like
see if he's there.
Yeah.
Like,
and he will be like, "Why have you been so late? I was waiting you for half hour."
Yeah, I know.
They don't do that much a lot, but
no,
it's like more.
It's more formal here. You have, you plan ahead.
Yeah, you have.
Let's see each other like on Tuesday that time.
Yeah,
maybe that place, or just pick me up at my place, and then we'll just go.
Yeah, which is very interesting. Me involved with these people, with British people, and not only British people, because they're not only those. Like,
no.
Because I have like a group of friends which is a mix of everything,
me too,
like French, British, Spanish, Portuguese, and you can see like if they are all together,
that's the best. Actually,
it's very fun because everybody is used to interact in different way.
Of course, yeah.
And then you see two people interacting that they're not having the same culture.
Yeah.
They try to find a way to communicate. It's very interesting.
It is, yeah, it is.
It's very fun. Like, I see a lot of friends of mine trying to be Greek because that's how Greeks are, like they have to be and they go out of their comfort zone, but they feel comfortable doing it, and me being like, "Hello, how are you, madam? Can I please have this and that?" And it's so fun.
And I found, speaking of Greek people, like in Italy, I have 2 Greek friends, by the way. They're living there, over there. They live there. And they're pretty much Italians. I mean, obviously
they're not big difference.
There is no difference.
There's
like
no
the way, like even when you start a sentence and they finish it, because we obviously your friends so much time, and the sense of humor is the same. So I didn't find like Spanish people, Greek people, and Italian people, apart from certain differences, like they're more cultural than anything else. But all the rest,
big time.
I'm finding myself
loud,
so
very
well.
Loud. Like a lot of people, because Italian language is a bit different from Spanish and French.
Not from Spanish, but definitely from Greek.
But I think it's not that the words are different with Spanish. It's the way you say the words that it's different. In Greek language tends to be like misleading to a Spanish language for someone who doesn't know, because we speak fast. And we don't stop.
Soft words as well.
So a lot of people tend to say like, "Are you Spanish?" I'm like, no, Greek. Okay.
Even your English pronunciation. Sometimes these soft S and stuff, it might sound Spanish. Actually.
So I get that a lot, but it's not only this. I think it's the whole like very loud, very like, look, I'm here.
Lively.
Who is these people that are so loud over there? Oh my God.
They must be either Italian or Spanish.
And Greeks, we are the same. So
what is it?
We're like, oh my God.
Sorry.
I'm professional.
That's okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's fine. I'm Italian.
And okay. That's why I don't know if I told you this, but I have like, if I create a list of like from which country my wife could be, first will be Italy. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Because it's not Greek. So it will be very interesting. Learn some,
but it's close enough.
It's close enough. Of course, they say that they're caring about their.
If you find the right one.
Their family. So it will be the right one if I find the right one. And don't mind, Greek will be high as well.
Yeah.
British girls, I don't know that much. they tend to be, when they are drunk, tend to be very different. And
they are
that confused me a bit.
They are very different from, at least from Italian.
I'm not very get used to it. And classic one would say like Russian could be in my top 3.
That's very, very classic. I mean,
it is. It has. It's not that I know much. Is that it has to be
the way they look.
Yeah, it has to be.
I knew that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you lost. Sorry.
Yeah, it's it is what, like, I keep one stereotype in my top 3. I have
It's the Russian.
to fit to fit the culture. Like normally, if I would say Colombian girl, then I would swap like either Greek or Italian, because it has to be there. Like, or maybe you can change Russian to Spanish. Because this is a stereotype kind of as well.
Yeah, not
or Latin, not Spanish basically, but Latin.
Latin American and Spanish and Portuguese and
That's another stereotype. Like I choose like blonde, tall girls with blue eyes, nice body and strong accent. It's very
strong accent. Okay,
it's a Russian, it's a strong accent.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know,
all East European like have that strong. Accent that they distinguish them very much.
You can understand them like that. They are like
oh yeah, you can tell it immediately, straight away, where they come from.
Probably it's the vodka that they drink that makes that.
Probably. Yeah.
I feel, well, would you are an expert on Italian girls. You are married to one.
Yeah, I'm not consider myself
you
expert.
You are Italian.
Yeah.
Well, you have. In this room, you have the most experience.
Of course.
How is it? How is this the girls react with here? Because you came with your wife, but you are interact with girls here.
Yeah.
What's the differences from a girl's point of view? Because men tend to hit on girls differently, and the girls. From what they get, they react differently as well. They learn to protect themselves.
They do, yeah. I would say, and this might come to a surprise, that the Italian ones are less. I need to be careful with those.
Yeah, I know.
When I pick
you
words,
are a married man. If you say something wrong,
no, it's not because of that. I was about to say easygoing, but not in the wrong way. So I mean.
Going with the flow,
social life wise, or easy to talk to, for example,
approachable. Then
both. So to have a conversation straight away without having other thoughts in mind or something. Easy. That's what I'm saying. Like loose. So in Italy they're not very. No. They have like basically you say that if you come to talk to me, you they're
want
like
something high nose, picky, and looking down in the world.
They are not. This is not all of them,
of course, man.
But if there is a difference, is like in Italy they might look upon you like from top to bottom, like
checking you out, like
like you're not worth it.
Yeah.
Without saying a word.
But that's how they
make you feel. Something completely different, but that's the way they look like when you try to, I don't know, get to know them.
So because
they are very, maybe because they are very private.
Okay, very close.
But of course
with themselves.
But of course to the person who wants to have a conversation or trying to know. The girl, or it might look like they are like how can I say, posh.
Posh, right.
But maybe they're not. But that's the difference. Like here are a lot.
They are open to a chat. Like maybe here it's
like normal. It's like having. That's the thing. Okay, I found a good example.
So
it's like talking to a guy.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Maybe that's because they are here. They are open to a conversation. They don't feel like if I'm talking to you, which most of the times that's the case. Also, like I'm talking to you because I want to know you, not because I want to.
Second purposes. I know.
I don't want to send you in my bed immediately. I just talk you to have a good conversation with a human being. And maybe in Italy, if a boy talks to a girl, they might see it like, oh, he's hitting on her. It's hard for them to realize that they're just chatting.
Yeah,
it's
not
the
nothing
going
is
on.
In Italy, in my experience, it's harder to even get to that first phase, which is the easygoing, get to know you and have a conversation. Obviously, they're not like that, all of them. You can find the many that are like easy to speak with and have a chat, etc. But that's the difference. Like, for example, here in England, I didn't find anyone girl-wise, co-workers as well, that are not easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's like
it's like a second nature. It's like
they embrace the conversation.
Absolutely. And if they want to, to tell you to fuck off, they just do it.
Which is fair enough, and
I like that.
You respect that, like you are over your boundaries.
Straight, to the point.
It has to, but maybe this has to do with the fact that we were talking earlier, like people here, they embrace that, everybody do whatever he wants to do, and everybody knows that. So if I see you doing something that you don't feel me doing,
they make you
I will call you on this, like on this bullshit, and like that's very interesting.
So that's the main difference I found. The main difference that I found is this. Other than that, style, like clothing and stuff, etc.
Who is better?
Italians, like light years.
Light years. Oh my god. Yeah. How am I? You see, I put my good clothes today for you. I knew I was a bit under
those
pressure.
Are the good ones.
Oh my god.
I'm joking. Look at me.
I'm like,
look at me. I just
maybe you dressed down on purpose on me.
No.
To not humiliate me like I will dress down.
It depends. I mean, there are many Italians that don't know how to put together colors on their clothes, etc. It doesn't matter. If you are Italian, doesn't mean you're fashionable.
But if you are, you have to be on top. Is that what
No,
it is?
you need to be decent.
Not
need to. If you know your stuff, like if you have some taste on clothing, which most of the Italians do, by the way, you tend to wear in a quite pleasant looking manner. Like you got colors going on, which makes sense. So you're not wearing like with black trousers and pink socks and green shoes, which you can find here, like a punch in the eye. It's it. I mean, I've been told many times, like when I was working in Jaguar Land Rover, I always used clothes like very casual, not elegant at all. So no dress code. I like this or like,
comfy.
But it was always comfy, But they always told me, Mauro, how can you manage to pick up those colors? They all go so well with each other. It was like you spend a lot of time in the morning. I was like, no, I don't.
It's second nature.
It's second nature. I just pick that. I just look at the color. Plus, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
So that makes
actually that's very important, and the fact that you are growing up to a culture that everybody, most of the people take care of how they will represent themselves. Just without knowing. So,
that's it. It's in the back of my head. It's not that I care.
It's so just you're like, I will take this, and with this, take this.
But on the other side, if there is something wrong, the way I'm dressing, I immediately, straight away, it just bothered me. Like just
okay.
I have to change it, but not because of the others. I don't care about the others. Like opinion.
It's you.
It's me. I suffer for a severe OCD. Like even the way I put my video games in the shelves needs to be in a certain order, in a certain color code.
Your kid will be messing with your head a lot.
Oh yes,
putting them like all over.
Yeah. I got dinosaurs all over the apartment, so it's.
I think that what you say is like sometimes everything is fine, but for you knowing that something is different, you're like, no, I have to. I have to change that.
I was shopping at Sainsbury's before the pandemic, and I was lining up to pay, and I had obviously my trolley with all the packages, etc.
Like a Jenga style of.
Wait, Tetris, hold my beer. The lady before me,
Yeah.
she turned her head, looked at my trolley, was like, and then she was like,
Shocked.
She had to say something. She had to say, and this is to, this is to say how women are.
Yeah.
She immediately told me, "Sorry, I need to tell you, this is the tidiest trolley I've ever seen in my whole life."
Yeah.
And then and obviously I told her the truth, which is I don't do it. I mean, apart from the OCD, but I don't do it because I need to show off.
Yeah.
Because I'm lazy. I don't want to be there while I'm paying and having to pick the stuff to put in the bag, which fits well. So if I organize it before, it comes from the treadmill. It comes straight away the way I want it.
That's too much, man.
I know.
That's too much.
I know.
When are we going shopping together? I'm very interested.
Yeah.
I thought you will say give me a minute to do it yours as supposed to be. To share, you were like, no, sir.
Yeah. And my brother is the same, by the way. When he came here in the UK to find me, and he stayed here for a week, 4 days. Yeah. Went for shopping together.
Oh
my God!
Was it a competition or something?
No. We filled the trolley. Both of us, we fill the trolley the way we want it. So it's like heck, even brands were like close to each other.
Yeah, is it probably, did you got a lot of looks or you didn't notice? Because if they are one, it's okay, but if it's two, there's something happening here.
Well, no, because we are so we go along together so well.
Okay.
So we fought not much when we were.
Yeah. Okay.
So we were good brothers.
You don't. This doesn't pass from your thoughts.
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Are you planning to stay here for long? Do you enjoy your living in UK?
I do enjoy living in the UK. It's not a plan. Staying here is necessity.
Okay.
It became a plan.
I see.
My son was born here in Northampton, so see what I mean.
Yeah.
But probably I wouldn't even have a son if I was in Italy, to be fair, because of cost of life.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to buy a house the way I bought it here. I don't have a house, I have a flat, but you know what I mean.
A house is basically an area that you can be yourself, chill, relax. When
your own place.
Yeah, when you're like, I want to go somewhere and relax, and that's the house.
Yeah.
That's why your parents' house is always being your house.
Of course.
Which never is your house. But
no, but you feel there.
Yeah, you have your room that you made it as.
That's still my room when I used to be single. So
really?
It is.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah.
These movies that the parents, you go back to their parents and they're like gym, they did their room gym, and you're like, oh fuck off, why you did that? This happened to my room.
Did it?
Yeah, I went home.
No, they kept. I mean, we obviously sometimes every now and then my father goes to sleep there.
Okay. Is that comfy?
Well, you see, plus that room. All the furniture's in that room because it's in the top of the house where the roof is like this.
Okay.
So I made. I had to make all the furniture's made tailored for that.
Yeah. It has to be
specific sizes, specific shapes as well. Yeah. It's super good. I miss that room a lot.
Possibly that's why I haven't changed, because it has a lot of work on it.
It's very well thought.
Nice.
It's very well thought.
Mine, I want to believe it's very well thought. It was orange, but not orange like the orange that you go in, like...
The color of crazy people is orange.
Is it? Oh my God. Gave myself. It was a light orange, so it was very calm.
Peachy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't very...
It wasn't like flashy orange.
No, it had white inside, so it was like...
So it's not. Okay, I get that back. Yeah.
So, it was very pleasant. When the light comes in, it was kind of yellowish. Warm. Yeah, this kind of color.
Yeah.
So it was very warm to sit there in the daytime. And
the walls in mine are very, very light, warm yellow. Yeah. You can almost mistaken with white. It's not. So when the light comes in, it becomes that goldish.
Yeah, nice.
But subtle. So yeah.
But mine now is a green. They painted green and they made it because my mom.
Just to tell you, it's not yours anymore.
My mother is painting.
Yeah.
And it has like, I went into my room and I saw like 10 paintings and they saw this equipment and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, how am I going to support to sleep here? It was like, come on, Chris, you will go away anyway.
Yeah, exactly. In case you didn't notice, it's not your room anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, so I'm not welcome there anymore. But still, I throw them all out and I sleep.
Yes, you are welcome for a little time.
Yeah,
then you can go.
Yeah. But that happened to me and I'm like, I'm living like in a movie. That's what it is. Like, you know, and Greek parents, they love their kids. Like my mother still calling me, come back, leave to the house. You know, me and my brother, like they want us to stay as long as possible in the houses.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
the same. It's the same in Italy. We're very family oriented.
Never go out, never like stay there. Like, but mom, I have to, you know, find a girlfriend, get married. You're too young. What do you mean? Like, it doesn't matter. 30, 40, they will say the same answer. You have plenty time.
Yeah, of course.
You are just a kid now. Like what? 40 years old is not much.
Of course.
But yeah, it's very common.
Yeah.
Here you don't see it very well. You're like,
no. And plus,
I give you the tools and make it.
And plus, here I can see that people go out of their houses very young.
Yeah, to experience.
And they start working very young.
I think, well,
compared to what happens in Italy, for example, it's just like, you know, I still have friends of mine like my age living with the parents.
And
it's not because they don't want to get away. It's just because they just can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's sad.
That's how bad it is.
But we are here now.
Yeah,
move forward.
I know.
It was very interesting. I thought we have a lot of things in common as Greeks.
Yeah.
Maybe I will invite you to just talk about this.
Yeah.
We will talk for hours and we'll say, yeah, and when this happened, do you know? And when this happened. All this time.
Every time you pull out a new argument, I can come up with new stories, so it's or new experiences to share. So yeah, that would be great. Yeah,
why not? Thank you for your accepting my invitation.
Thank you for having me.
It was very pleasant.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw how some Italians might think being here. So next time I will meet someone, I will be careful how will represent thoughts and facts.
Yes.
Don't show them Italian things. They don't like it.
Of course not. Yeah.
It's like
be yourself.
Yeah. Why do I'm yourself with you?
Yes, I know you are. Just be careful.
Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed.
I did very much actually.
Thank you guys as well for listening. I hope you enjoyed as well. See you next time.
Thank you.
See you next time sounds like so like.
It's alright. You know what? Actually,
it's so like
stereotypical YouTuber thing.
Yeah.
You know, thanks for watching this and smash that like button and subscribe if you want.
I'm not saying that. That's
and
the
I did
thing,
it for you.
And I will give you the money later. Shut up.
Thank you.